welcome to my review going into the latest international break. Obviously I've been quite busy with a lot of stuff at the moment and I've not really had a chance to sit down and say this is what we've been able to achieve since the start of the season. Now we're a couple of months in, as it were, and as you can see, game week 102, August 8th to 12th. I could have went from game week 100 because that was kind of like the first kind of game week properly, which is kind of in a sense for the season. But we got nothing for game week 100. 101 was 200 limited essence. But I've not. This is not kind of on the like. I'm quite organised with this stuff. But I'm sure people will also keep tally as well. But basically, we have made a few hot streaks throughout the summer start of the season. So the first one was obviously the J1, getting enough to achieve the first hot streak plus 550 limited essence. So we're up to 750 already for there. A 501 which incorporated the boost, so 1150 and 101 rare. Game week 1 brought the second hot streak, which was quite tasty. We got ourselves more funds, which was the second hot streak achieved, which we were delighted with because we needed what we needed and made a big difference there. Only 700 essence that game week, but we got 600 common to build up the talent at start, plus the 40 rare essence, 660 limited as well. It's just a pity I can't tally like game week mission stuff as well. Like I've tried, but can't keep on eyeing everything. What was quite good for game week 2 was a midweek, and we just with playing players that we just managed to rack up a healthy like return 500 limited in a squad that was not far away if we had a couple of starting keepers that we could have tried to get, and we might have got to the 1,000, but it was live and learn in the grand scheme of things. Especially like I think it was the Duros who we should have brought in and we didn't, like it was like a big spend, but live and learn would have been nice. But yeah, we've got a couple thousand near enough essence already. Then we got actual money on top of the hot streak, so we're really starting to cook a bit now, and I was like, this is like the luck kicking in. Like what helped was that we had the challenger streak, we got money on top of our J1 lads, which was $5 on top of like the extra 25. So that game week really like paying dividends as it were, and like 1100 common essence, 1000 common essence and 1100 limited, and at this point you're saying to yourself, well, we're up to enough. And the thing was as well, I know through like these game weeks we were getting a lot of XP, which we've spent quite recently, because we were getting to the point for the limited we had to spend it all, and rare we had a lot as well that we had to spend. So I was like, oh, we're getting there. More limited essence brought in here, which was just nice in a midweek where it can always be quite tricky, but it was because of arena. Like I was like, arena, we've thought let's try it, have a go, and we got a favourable lobby, and it was like Coop Miners, Jason Lee helped a ton there. We won it quite comfortably in the end, but it wasn't the point. I was like, we won it, that was what mattered. Obviously they changed up the under 23 lobbies that week, and it really hampered us because we had to suddenly be like higher than we needed, and it was always going to be tricky. But live and learn. Game week 5 brought the end sadly to the streak. We were just short, wrong captain choice cost us really, and yeah, we would have been, and if we'd put a Sacco in this team as well, we would have been laughing. But it was like simple, like little errors that just cost us really. Like we should have went like, I think in the end if we'd put like Okugawa and Asako, then we were laughing. This was the initial main team that we had the hopes for, but it was just one of those things. The streak sadly ended, and while in some people's eyes they'll be like, oh, that's you finally, the wheels are finally going against it. It was like, not really, because we've just slowly kept going. Like money wise, like it's important to also say that we've like got a lot of like credits as well brought in. Like game week 11 was one of our biggest essence returns, like 2.2k. Feels quite not unheard of for me because I'm not a big essence returner usually, but it was a game week where I was like, we were close with a few squads where we could have got a bit more essence, and I don't know what this squad. I'm confused. Have I missed a streak somewhere? A streak reference, because oh, that was 360. That was meant to be. Sorry, that's what it was, because it was wrong captain, or just another striker. Sorry, it was instead of because Nasang Ho just completely ruined it in the end. That's what it was. Sorry, that would have been the 360. That's what it was. Yeah, Nasang Ho basically had us. We had 360 achieved, and then he just had a disaster coming off the bench. But yeah, it's been steady. It's nothing been spectacular. Like about 100 and because we've like we used like a lot of our returns to get these rare Noni Madueke in season. We used our credits for that. We had £35 worth of credits that we got through the last international game week. But yeah, it's been like steady, like not massive essence, like knowing that we're now up to like to have 17,000 common essence now when we had like none at the start of the season is good. Limited's 21k. We've spent a good chunk of that on like some of it's been arena, some of it has been not been used for crafting yet, I should say. It's just mostly for arenas. Rare built up steadily amount. We're trying to get to 2k. Super rare obviously 690. We'd have liked to have got more. We'd have had 10 more if we did the mission for Billy Mitchell. The XP, we're back up to 1,000 already, which is not bad. We'll be up to 2k following the closure of the game week 15. Having 200 super rare essence, we've now able to spend it. 600 rare essence XP, which we'll get spending again in due course, because we had about, I think we had about 6,000 or 7,000. Common was a healthy amount as well. We spent like we basically went through well over, I think, about 150 players, I think, across common, limited, 150, 200 players across common, limited and rare for XP spending. Like healthy in terms of like cash and ETH, like knowing that we've been able to, like as I said, not the Noni. If I go to the transactions, let me see. Excuse me. My auctions, because it's the only auction we've actually done. Noni Madueke, we spent £69 on him, and basically we sold them for 74.72. Basically all of that was, we basically spent every credit on him, and we walked him out the door right away, and then he got injured, and then we were like laughing. Basically we got him out prior to the Bilbao game week, so we were really lucky. Like we literally had him for like a day, because we were like, because when one person offered me it was like 6 players and about 35 quid, and I was like, and then there was another person offered me like 10. It was basically a rare, like 2 rare collections on, it was like a cheap collection basically, and they were like, oh, have it, and I'm like, I don't want any of these teams. Like, I don't want it going to rare in season just because of what you're doing. But yeah, live and learn. But yeah, getting Noni was delightful and helped a ton. So yeah, can't fault it in the slightest. And now obviously we're just seeing what we can put our funds towards in due course. But see what the next international break brings. If it brings us more gaming missions for the not just XP but steady flow of essence, I'll be laughing, because it just keeps us ticking over rather nicely, and we can just have a bit of fun at limited and rare, and then I can have a look at super rare if they've got similar missions, see who's playing, who's cheap, and maybe make it happen. Obviously collect wise, we obviously don't have nothing for limited rare or super rare, but the common is what we're kind of mostly focused on, trying to get La Liga, Premier League, Bundesliga and Ligue 1 all done as much as possible. We will eventually burn through all the essence in due course to get these collections up. Obviously when it goes to 200 is the last XP boost. I'm surprised you don't get more than just like XP, should really do something. But obviously for teams, complete the whole league, you're getting like $100 near enough. La Liga, our closest one is Osasuna at 50%. Premier League is Burnley at 39, Cologne at a third, and Nice at 24. But yeah, it's just a pity the common packs like the benched are 250 now. But the aim will probably just be go hard on all the team packs as much as possible, open them and then discard all the duplicates that we have, make it happen. As I say, I'm not sure how much I'm going to have to spend to get all the teams done. Like 17,000, like we'll just say if I get to 20,000 essence, to put that in perspective, that's like 400 packs. As I said, I'd like to, when it comes to the time for doing our common packs, I'd like to do it as a video, whenever that might be, for spending. I'll have a look in due course with all that, because as I said, I'd like to get every league done, get the $400 in, and really see what we can put together with all that credit. So that's kind of why we're not really spending the essence. I'd rather wait till we're maybe in a position where it's maybe say 500 packs or 1,000 packs, and like if it's say 1,000 packs that we're able to open, does that get all the collections done? Could that get all the collections done? That would maybe make a fun video / stream. Does 1,000 basic packs of these leagues get all your collections done with whatever I'm at for percentages? And it is worth noting with 1,000 that like a lot of them, the cards will get discarded, whether it be the 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 or whatever. They'll get discarded to the point where it's like you'll rebuild up. So 1,000 packs might push close to the not quite 1,100, but however many over that. But we'll wait and see and take it from there. But hopefully you enjoy my wee journey. As I said, I'm looking forward to what the next steps bring after the international break. So have a good one, folks. Take it easy all. Thanks for listening, and I will catch you all later.